What's up, watchers, and welcome back to today's episode of the Runescape 3 Ironman. So the instance did cost me 200k, and I've lost my instance, which is not a big deal. I did reattune the portal as well, so that's why the 100k went, but I can't get in without getting the 40 kill count again. So 200, I've just paid 200k for 6 minutes of krill. I think what I'm going to do is try and get my summoning up a bit. I'm going to use some charms that I have in the bank. I've got plenty of golds. I think I've got 100 of everything else. Yeah, pretty much 100 of everything else. So I'm going to go and train some summoning. Hopefully get up to a spirit terror bird. And that's another 12 inventory slots, theoretically. So that's 12 more food, so I might be able to squeeze 3 kills in maybe, without prayer, and not making as many mistakes. I've also got some raw catfish that I might cook, because I think they heal 1650, I think. I might be wrong. So while training summoning, I've resorted to using my blue charms at a really low level, just because I had some potato cactus in the bank. And I just got, what did I get, 5 levels? 3 levels in summoning from doing 1 inventory. It's about 5,500 experience per inventory. Do I have enough charms? Enough... Oh, you know what I forgot? I've got loads of the spirit gems in the bank. I probably should have used those to try and save as many blue charms as possible. But I think after the next inventory, I will have 36, so I can do bronze minotaurs after that with blue charms. I only have 12 potato cactuses left, so I might have to go and get some honeycomb for beaver pouches, or honey badger pouches, whichever ones it is that I've unlocked. Yeah, honey badger with the honeycombs. So we're coming in finally with a herbivore daily challenge. I think I've only ever had one, which is kind of annoying because it's one of the harder skills to train on an Ironman. So if I hand this in, I'm hoping that I get to 53. Oh, kitty. Oh dear. You alright? So it only got me up to 52, which is alright, because I think I've got Herbie Werby to go and do as well, so that should get me to 53. I don't think 52 really unlocks anything useful. No, not really. I get super energy potions. In fact, that might be useful later on when we unlock stamina potions, but I ain't got a clue what level they are. Stamina potions, 77. Yeah, super energy, and then Arbok potion, whatever that is. Not got a clue, not in the slightest. Might be something to do with the farming rework. So I've just finished the Herbie Werby weekly, and that should give me 200 points now. So we can get the herb bag upgrade. And I think pretty much all I'm going to do now is every 100 points is get the small herbivore lamps. I think the small lamps will only give me like 1,000 or 2,000 experience, but it's going to help in the long run. So from that I did get 53 herbivore, which unlocks hunter potions. I'm not quite sure what the boost plus is, but it does mean that when I'm doing hunter, I only need to get, if say it's a +5 boost, I only need to get 70 to start big game hunter, I think, which will be quite nice, because big game hunter is a lot more experience an hour and it's a lot more guaranteed, rather than say hunting chinchompers where your traps fail all the time. So at 75 I unlock 3 encounters. I'm not sure where they are. They're on the island somewhere, but I think if I go to the minimap, we can hover over Or do I have to have something ticked? No? Do I have to have all of it ticked? Why is that not working? If I tick all of it, does it work? No. Okay. I thought I'd seen somewhere that that worked, but apparently mine isn't. For whatever reason. So I'll get back to you if I find out what it is that's broken. Okay, so I figured it out. I had the icon tooltips ticked off. Must have done that by default because I don't remember changing it at all. So it looks like one of them is just out the front of the lodestone teleport to Anachronia. That is the Magarex, so that's another pretty easy one to get to. And the other one's just there, so it's literally run out here, do this one. Once I think you can only do an encounter 3 times. So once you've done it 3 times, you run to the next one, do that one 3 times, do that one 3 times, and then it goes on cooldown for an hour. So, and I think by the time you've done this one should be back up again. I don't see it being. What's up, buddy? I don't know. If you go find the wheel, I can fix it. I don't know when I got it, but apparently I've got 71 defense now. Completely missed it. So I made a bit of a mistake. Once you've hit your maximum progress, floor-wise, so for me it's 25. It might be different for you. You might be able to get higher. You might not be able to get as high. You need to reset and prestige your progress. So now you go back and you do all the floors again to get the maximum amount of experience, plus you get a bonus on top of that for your prestige. So I'm going to go back, do a load more floors, because I need to get 75 for Prif anyway. So the more that I do now, the better it's going to be in the long run. So this is what I mean by the prestiging. So for this floor I would have only got 709 XP, and then my plus 22% for the multiplier, so I'd have got sub 1000 experience. But because I've prestiged on floor 25, which is a 5k XP floor, it does your average, so it's pushed my average up to nearly 3000. So now, plus my 22%, I've got 3600 experience. So it's important to remember to prestige when you've reached your max floor. So we're currently about 4 minutes and 20 seconds into the Karazian Leviathan fight on story mode. I need to do this for a quest later on. I think it's Curse of the Blackstone Dragon. So that's what I'm working on currently. I need to solo all 3 of the elite dungeons, I think. Well, I don't have to solo them, but trying to find an Ironman team's pretty difficult. So we're coming in with the end of the fight, or it should be very, very soon. I hope. Come on, finish it. There we go. So there we go. That's the end of that fight. It's a pretty easy fight. It's not overly difficult. It's got a few mechanics in it. This is where you start the fight. There's heads that come out of these, and you can't stand in this centre section because you get hit for poison damage that you can't avoid. So if you stand here, and I think it's up to here, it might even be here, he'll throw his head this way, and you want to run to the other side of the room, otherwise you'll take constant damage, a bit like the ground effect that Mole has, Giant Mole. And then once he's done that side, he'll come and do this side, so you just run back again. And if you take 10 minutes to do it like I did, he will go from this hole down to this hole down here and do the same again. You can pray range. I didn't because I don't have an infinite amount of prayer potions. but I don't know what to do from now. I've seen that some people have like bank chests and stuff in here. I don't know how you get them unlocked, but I will let you know if I figure it out. So I forgot to give an update after I finished dungeoneering to hand in my daily challenge. So that's 62 fishing. Oh, we can now go and do swan song as well, so we can get monkfish. So I have no idea how to do this mini boss in Elite Dungeons 3, but I'm going to let the clip roll, play some music over it, and see if we can get the kill. So we're coming in with some editing, recording again for this video, because I was taking on the Necromancer fight in Elite Dungeons 3. As I already explained, I needed to try and solo all 3 Elite Dungeons, which I've since found out that it's possible, just my stats are a little bit too low. So for this boss encounter, there's a few mechanics that I probably should have looked up, but as you can see, the Rift of the Undead, or Undeath, has spawned, and it summons skeletons. So you want to kill the Rift as fast as possible, so you don't get too many skeletons on the field at once, because each one of those skeletons is a 2000 uber heal for the Necromancer, which I didn't know about. And he also changes to range attacks when he uses the Death Swiftness, which I also didn't know about. So I'm going through the fight and I'm trying to figure it out, and the uber heal came, and that sort of took me by surprise a little bit, because I didn't know what to do. So if you're trying to solo the Elite Dungeons, make sure that you watch a guide first, watch someone do a full run, and make sure you know what you need to do. Having abilities like Corruption Blast, Corruption Shot, any multi-target abilities, Chinchompers, anything like that will help when trying to kill off the skeletons. Because if you don't kill the skeletons off, unless you can out DPS the uber heal, it's not going to happen. So as you can see, I tried using Detonate to help, and I think that hindered me a little bit more than what I thought it was going to do. And as you can see, he's about to uber heal again. I managed to get a few of the skeletons down, it just wasn't enough. So I think the live commentary is going to start again. So the little mirror thing that shows up, I guess I have to kill that and try and kill all the minions that he spawns, because I'm actually getting nowhere. So we'll see if we can do any better this time. Maybe if I stand... maybe detonate now. No, that was slightly better than the last one, but it's still not good enough, because I'm back to square one again at 200k HP. Maybe I need to use like super magic pots, or do I have the correct spell on? Yeah. Oh no, I want range on for this one. So I think I need to concentrate on DPSing down the rift, and then trying to get a good detonate, I think. No, I missed it again. No, so I'm going to give up on this one, this attempt. I'm actually going to watch a guide on how to do it. because as it stands I actually have no idea. So I'm training divination at the moment because I found something that's pretty, well, I'm not going to call it game breaking, but it's like game breaking for me because I like to AFK a bit of mining and smithing and obviously the gems for crafting. But with 48 you get things called Signs of the Porter, and I think I've got something like 28 as well. Yeah, Signs of the Porter 2, and then there's another one. And they bank items for you, including items that you get while mining. So I can, in theory, bank about 500 ores an invent, as well as 500 gems an invent with the level 48 porters. So that's going to save so much time from banking, because banking takes a couple of minutes for crafting, obviously having to go to the bank and then run back to the Alcaharid mine. So that's what I'm currently working on. I haven't done much recording recently because I've just been sort of AFKing. I've done a little bit of fishing, nearly got a fishing level, slowly working on getting that to 70. I've done a little bit of hunter, caught some more chins, but other than that I've not really done much. Oh, I've done some ED3 with a dude that I met in the clan.